Good morning, Mr. Summers. How are you today?
Good, thank you. Yourself?
Good, okay. Are you looking for property to buy in the area, right?
Yes.
And how long have you been looking for?
Oh, more than 2 months now. Nothing catching my eye yet.
No worries. I have something which might interest you. What are your preference to this property?
Well, something not too old, in good condition, and with space enough to accommodate 2 families.
Will 5 bedrooms be enough for you?
Yes, I think so.
Which area will be the best for you?
No more than 15 kilometers from Brisbane CBD, Richlands or near the river.
Okay. I definitely have an interesting property for you, matching all your requirements. It's on Donovan Street, close to CBD. Would you like to make an inspection? We have an open house for this property every Saturday at 11 a.m.
Yes, I would like to come, but I'm usually working on Saturdays. I cannot attend open phone.
It is not a problem at all. I could organize a private inspection for you any day next week around lunchtime. What day works best for you?
Tuesday at 1 p.m. Is it okay?
Yes, great. I'll send you an email with property address and travel directions. And yes, thank you. You can park the property in the front yard. I'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Hello, Mrs. Trick. I have a property inspection for you for your house next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Does it suit you? You don't need to be present, but it's advisable to prepare and do 3 small things.
Okay, I'll be prepared. What do I need to do?
First, mow the grass at front yard of the property. After last week's rains, I saw grass growing quickly. It's good to have good first impression.
Okay, will do.
Second, can you take your dog for a walk during the inspection? People might not like to see barking dog in the backyard.
Okay, no problem. I will go for a dog walk just before 1 o'clock.
And last thing, could you set up table in the living room exactly the same how it was during the last inspection? Clean and remove any clutter from the table, put flowers in the vase, and put a big brown burning candle. We agreed that it will be the best presentation of your living area, at center stage of buyer's attention.
Okay, will do, no problem.
Next. Good afternoon, Mr. Summers. Glad to meet you.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the property. It is nice and spacey. Please have a look, starting from main entry. You can see nice lights on the ceiling, can you?
Yes, they are fine.
Property was recently renovated and all walls and doors has been repainted in one beige and white colors. Do you find them charming?
Yes, actually I like the colors.
Here is the living area, big and open space. There is air con and fan, so it won't be that cold in winters or hot in summer. Isn't it nice?
Yes, okay.
Have a look at these wooden blinds, very original and easy to clean and give some look for the whole room downstairs. And what a huge table. Enough to seat 8 people. Will it be enough for you 2 families for a big family dinner?
Yeah, sure, it's definitely good.
Now check the kitchen. It's functional and very wide, have a lot of storage space. Oven, ceramic cooktop, and bill placed for microwave and fridge.
Nice, but only small fridge will fit here.
It's not a problem if you think about it. Current owners do have second big fridge outside in the veranda. It is enough room there and they found it optimal solution.
Okay, I might think about this. Very clever.
So, Mrs. Summers, how do you like the property?
It is nice and tidy, has nearly everything I need, so far so good.
Okay, Mrs. Summers, do you have any concerns about the property?
Well, in fact, I did. Condition of the room seems to be not too good. Also, property is close to big street, and I'm afraid it will be lots of noise during the day or night.
Okay, let's have a look at this. Roof is not new, yes, but it's good sound condition. Roof repairs are responsibility of property owner, not strata. And the problem is that repairs must be done on two houses on the duplex at the same time to keep colors the same. The actual roof conditions and need for repairs could be confirmed during building report. As far as I know, you are going to do this building report, do you?
Yes, I will. And what happens if building report suggests repairs?
Well, then we could either reduce the price accordingly. Of course, negotiation need with the seller or suggest the sellers to do the repairs themselves. Whatever works for both parties the best.
Okay, this sounds good. What about traffic?
No worries. I've asked this question to the sellers because many people have already asked it. Interesting thing is that even property seems to be close to the street, it's not facing the street directly. And there is no much trouble because of street noise, neither during the day nor at night. What you can do is to inspect the area outside the property at any time you like, day and night, and see for yourself. Okay, Mrs. Summers, what is your overall idea about the property?
Well, it is pretty good. More pluses than minuses.
And what about your husband? Does he like it too?
Yeah, he does. We make decisions together.
Have you got your finance pre-approval from your bank?
Yes, I received it yesterday.
Great. So, Mrs. Summers, are you ready to make an offer on this property now?
I think I am. Can you pass this amount of 650K to the seller?
Fantastic. Okay, Mrs. Summers, I have some good news for you. I've passed the offer to the seller, but unfortunately this offer was not accepted because it was too low, as I said. But this is not the end of the world. What we can do about the situation?
And what can you suggest?
Are you still interested in the property?
Yes, really.
We need to compromise a bit and make a higher offer.
I see.
Are you ready to submit this big amount today?
I need to speak with my husband first, but I'm sure we can do something.
That's great. Let's do it later. Next. Mrs. Stick, I have some fantastic news for you. I have received another offer for a property from people who inspected last Wednesday. The amount is 5K bigger, in terms and conditions exactly the same as the first potential buyer. But they have a special request, 30 extra days for settlement, making it 5th of September.
Oh, that is too far. Actually, we are planning to sell quicker and move on.
Would this be a big problem for you?
Yes, sure. I don't think we could accept this loan settlement.
Okay, I'll pass this information on. Mrs. Trick, you have this offer from Miss Summers, but it's still too low for you, is it?
Yes, I cannot go ahead with it.
Mrs. Trick, do you have experience of online auctions negotiation, like eBay site, for example? It works rather simple. Buyer submitting the offer, rising up the price, and seller is responding, making counter offers, reducing selling price. And it is done in several steps, one by one, up until both parties would reach an agreement on price. But they must be willing to have a deal.
I see. I thought it was the final offer.
Not at all. Can you think about and reconsider your response? We are so close, just need to go down a bit and buyer need to go up a bit.
Okay, let's make it $725,000.
Great, I will pass this offer to the buyer. Mrs. Summers, I have good news. Buyer is willing to negotiate further and they have reduced the price to 725K. It's still above your range, but what you can say?
It is good that they are going down a bit, but not good enough. I cannot make it that high.
You're not supposed to. What you can do is to go up a little bit to show the seller that you're still interested in the property and you continue negotiations. You need to overcome the deadlock together, you see?
Okay, I think I might go up a bit, but this could be my final offer. Let's make it 710K.
Great. That's how the real auctions works. I will pass your offer to sellers straight away. Mrs. Strick, We have next offer 710,000 from Miss Summers. What do you think about it?
Can they go a bit higher?
From what I know, it's the highest price buyer could offer at the moment.
Okay, I have to agree.
Great. Let's confirm. You agree to sell your house to Mrs. Summers at price of 710,000 under conditions of this sale contract, yes?
Yes.
Mrs. Summers, great news. Seller has accepted your offer of 710.
Does she?
Yes, congratulations. Your house is sold.
Cannot believe it.
Can I confirm that you agree to sell your house for the price of 710,000 to Mrs. Summers under terms and conditions of sale contract?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I am. How does 5-day statutory cooling off period work?
Okay, it works like this. If you sign the contract, you have 5 working days to take it out, not to proceed with the contract. Whatever reason it is, the only condition is that you paying 0.5% of the initial deposit you pay as a fee, but nothing else. So you're not obliged to sell.
Who holds the deposit and what happens to the deposit at settlement?
Our real estate agency is holding the deposit. You deposit the money in our trust account and they're sitting there up until settlement. On settlement, once solicitors confirm the actual transfer, we send the money to your bank account with the minus of our commission fees. So you receive the remainder of the funds. They're 100% safe, so you don't need to worry.
What happens if I cannot obtain finance?
If the buyer cannot get finance within the specified finance approval time, they could pull out of the contract without any penalties and the deposit will be returned.
Okay. What happens when the contract of sale goes unconditional?
Unconditional means there are no any other conditions holding on the buyer and the seller. So everything is approved and satisfied. Finance, best building inspections, building reports. It means that contract could go ahead without any delays.
Okay. What happens on settlement day?
You don't need to go on actual settlement. Only solicitors do. And what happened during this procedure, they'll check everything, final check, and they confirm the transfer of property from seller to buyer, and they give the permission for me to release the keys, and the money will be put to the seller bank account. So the final step in the property sale will take place.
Okay. Next.
Yeah, you can continue.
The deposits, especially who holds the deposit and when the deposit is released.
The deposit is held by real estate agency. Deposit is submitted into the trust account and nobody could touch it, and it will be there up until the settlement. On settlement, on solicitor request, this deposit money will be released to the seller with minus of commission fees, as real estate commission fees. So you receive the full money in full.
Okay, what are excluded fixtures?
Fixture is anything which is in the house but is not the wall or ceiling. It's something small which is like screwed or lying somewhere. There are fixtures which are excluded. It means you take them as use and not going with the house. Like, let's say TV. It's staying here at the moment, but it's not part of the sale, so it won't be included in go with the house together.
Okay. What are included chattels?
Chattels are things which are included and passed together with the house. It's according to our contract, there are some trees, and there is like a dishwasher from the kitchen. These are included to fit each other. There is a list in the contract. It's prepared by seller, and you just buy it together.
Okay, the importance of the finance date.
Finance date is important because by this date the seller needs to obtain the loan, full loan approval by the bank. If they cannot get this approval by this date, they could pull out of the contract.
Okay. The importance of the building and pest inspection date.
By this date, the seller, the buyer need to do building and pest inspections and get these reports and be satisfied with these reports, or if not satisfied, propose some ways to rectify the problems, or just to pull over from the contract completely.
What is the settlement date?
Settlement date is the final day of the contract when the final steps will be done. Solicitors will check that all the calculations are correct, that all the fees and stamp duty is paid. Then the money will be transferred from the trust account to the seller, and the keys will be transferred to the buyer. So all the exchange is done and settled.
Okay, hello Sergio, I have sent deposit of 10,000 to your bank account. Could you confirm that you have received it okay?
Hello, Mrs. Summers. I'm not in the office at the moment, but I will call my finance department and confirm with them that they receive the money. And then I message you the status. Also, they will send you official receipt by email, and I will check this.
Thank you. Do you think it's a good idea for me to inspect the property before settlement, and who will organize this inspection?
Yes, it's very good idea to finally inspect the property just day before settlement, just to make sure that everything is right, nothing wrong with the house, you buying the right one, there is everything what you expected. I'll organize this inspection, you just call me a couple of days before and we'll do it at suitable time for you.
This week I have only Tuesday available and would like to have inspection on this day only.
Okay, I'm fully booked with appointments on Tuesday, but because it's very important to you what I can do, I'll switch my inspection on another property with another agent, so they'll go there and I'll conduct inspection here with you for sure, so you don't need to worry, just let me know one day in advance.
Okay, thank you.
I have tried to contact Miss Summers regarding the inspection. She turned her phone was turned off and she has no voicemail. So I need to conduct another presentation for another seller. I don't have much time to call Mrs. Summers again. What I can do about the situation? I will call my colleague and ask for help. I'll ask them to organize inspection for Miss Summers on my behalf, and I'll be in full control and then take from there. So no problems expected there. Okay.
Thank you.
Stop.